Yo, what is going on YouTube? Welcome back to another video. Hope you guys are having a fantastic day. Today we're going to be going over all of the anime that I've dropped in 2024. Now this might be great because you might just want to reminisce, just kind of be like, oh, I completely forgot that anime dropped in winter of 2024 or spring, you know what I mean? Or you're excited for, like I am, the anime awards that are coming up and you want to prepare. You want to look at everything that dropped, kind of look at what you think might get nominated and what you think should win in all these amazing categories. I watch all different genres, so we are not being biased here. We're going over everything. Or maybe you're a little bit busy this year. Maybe you just started watching anime this year and you want to see some stuff that you might have missed. So there's a lot to be going over. There's a lot of reasons why I'm excited for this video, but I do have to have a little disclaimer. I'm not going to be going over every single anime. I'm going to be going over the top animes that I really enjoyed or I think should be highlighted from each season. So winter 2024, spring 2024, summer 24, fall 2024. You know what I mean? So with that being said, there might be a couple animes that I do miss, and also I'm going to try to have a bunch of different clips of animes in here, and we're going to try to see if we can not get copyright striked. So if you're seeing this, I guess we succeeded. But anyways, let's get right into it. So, winter 2024, we started off this year hot, like really good. Some of the animes that we ended up seeing were Solo Leveling. That premiered. That was one of the most highly anticipated premieres of the year. Classroom of the Elite, Ayano against Class A, which was stunning, which is amazing, which is perfect. And then Mashal, Sign of Affection, The Wrong Way to Use Healing Magic. That I think was an absolute sleeper. We got Hokkaido Girls Are Super Adorable. Seventh Time Loop, the villainess that enjoys a carefree life married to her worst enemy. Honestly, we're going to be talking about it. And then also Mr. Villain's Day Off. I have not seen that one yet, but that is on the watch list and I will be looking at that as that looks like it was pretty solid. And then we also have 4 animes that have extended seasons that came over for 2023 that I think are worth talking about, even though I'm not necessarily sure if they count as winter 2024, but they are worth talking about. They are really good and they had massive seasons and justified. They were awesome. But before we get into that, let's kind of go into some of these. So first of all, Classroom of the Elite, Ayano Class A. I do think that this could possibly get nominated for Anime of the Year. I think it was a stunning season, absolutely incredible. It was highly anticipated as it was set up beautifully in the previous season. This looked like it was going to be absolutely amazing and it absolutely delivered. There was a lot of twists and turns that made it really exciting and really interesting. A lot of really badass moments.
And finally, first place, Kiyotaka Ayano. Congrats.
Ayano?
What's going on here?
Wait, but that's impossible!
What the heck did you do?
I think that this more so is going to hammer down and lock down the drama, the best drama anime of the year. I think that it absolutely killed it from that aspect. It was suspenseful. It was everything we wanted and then some, and I'm so excited for the next season. I mean, it really delivered, and I thought it did an amazing job. It was a great start to the year. A Sign of Affection is another one that was really good. I really like how, you know, it's a romance anime. I love romance animes. They're typically in the high school setting, and that can sometimes be really annoying. It was really nice to see this one and really refreshing that this one was in the college setting. They're college kids. The MC is a girl who is deaf. So seeing that point of view was very interesting and very unique about this anime. The guy she's into is also really into exploring and traveling. He likes to see other cultures, the way other people live, the way other people perceive the world. So naturally, he was really interested in her, how she completely, you know, takes in the world from a different point of view. Like the world that he perceives and that she perceives, even though they're in the same exact place, are totally different, and that fascinates him. He ends up really, you know, getting to know her and really finding her interesting and likes her. And I think that the fact that he finds that interesting, that she's deaf, and the way that she looks at things in a different point of view, I think is a really nice way to, you know, put a spin on that. And I think that that's really cool and really nice, especially because you have people in her life, like her family, that's not bad, but it's not like they've ever taken the time to learn sign language. You can see that she types with her family and stuff like that. So the fact that this guy took an interest in her and, you know, cares so much about her and is so kind, I think made this anime just super sweet, super wholesome.
It's okay. I hear you.
And also really funny. I thought this really kind of knocked out of the park with romances. Of course, there is a side couple, and they are great as well. I think that this not only should be nominated for Romance of the Year, but should win Romance of the Year. This is my pick, my lock. The only competition I see it really having, like there's plenty of romance animes that dropped this year that were solid, but the only one that I really can see contesting it for romance anime of the year would be Dangers in My Heart. I believe that's what it's called, season 2. That dropped on High Dive. I know people absolutely love that. I have yet to see it. Please, you're dropping some High Dive exclusives on Hulu, so could we drop that one? We have Oshinoko and Eminence of the Shadow, so if we can get Dangers in My Heart on Hulu as well, I'd really appreciate that, because that's the only thing I can see really competing with it for romance anime of the year. A Son of Affection completely knocked it out of the park. It was so good. Such a great romance anime. If you like romance animes, check that one out for sure. Mashal and Mr. Villain's Day Off are both animes that look really good, really solid. I haven't seen either of them, so I can't really speak to them, but I definitely check them out. A lot of people like them. They got a great fan base. I think Mashal's like ending, so I mean, you won't be too far behind, and you'll be able to finish it decently quick. I think it's got like 3 seasons. Seventh Time Loop is like my sleeper of winter 2024. I absolutely loved it. I thought it was incredible. I thought the animation and the artwork were so good. I thought it was very fascinating, very interesting. There was a lot of moments that were really funny. The action was solid, and like the plot had some great twists. I really enjoyed this one. I think this was a bit of a longer season, and I completely like blew through this. It was so good. It completely took me by surprise. It's the same thing with The Wrong Way to Use Healing Magic. The MC is voiced, well, the English voice actor is Alejandro Saab. I absolutely love the guy, and when I heard his voice for the first time, I'm like, you gotta be kidding me. It's my boy. So I ended up loving that one as well. That was also a very fascinating anime, but also very, very funny. Honestly, The Wrong Way to Use Healing Magic, I think, should kind of get nominated for Anime Comedy of the Year.
First order of business is burning your healing magic techniques into your brain.
I don't think my brain wants that. Every part of me is screaming to get as far away from this woman as I can.
I think it was really overlooked how funny The Wrong Way to Use Healing Magic was. I think that it's a solid anime. You should definitely watch it. Absolutely. I think you'd really enjoy it. It was really good.
No, of course I wasn't. I'm just sick of living like this and wanted to run away. It's as simple as that.
Sick of living, are we? Then I know exactly where to take you.
And then also my kind of like hot take of winter 2024 is going to be Solo Leveling. Listen, I'm an anime only watcher. I think when we talk about animes of the year and, you know, anime awards, that is a really important thing because we're going over the anime and not the anime plus the manga. You know what I mean? And Solo Leveling had a ton of hype coming into it. I don't think it delivered on that hype.
Yeah, that's not weird at all coming from a cheapskate like you.
But I think it delivered a good season 1. I think season 1 was solid. There were some things that I didn't like about it, like the fact that it had a recap so early on, the fact that it felt really rushed, and also everything banked on the Arise scene, and I think the meme is what really kind of carried that scene.
Wakey, wakey.
We are not doing that.
I think the voice actor for him was goated. He's awesome. I absolutely love that he turned it into a meme and was so funny about it. But like everyone was hyping up the Arise scene like it was gonna be the greatest thing to ever happen to anime, and I don't think it was the greatest thing to happen to anime. So I don't think that Solo Leveling should get nominated for Anime of the Year. I do think as winter 2025 we are getting season 2. I think that might be a shoo-in and might be the early pick for Anime of the Year for 2025. I will say that. I think that Solo Leveling has a ton of promise. It showed that it can have that absolute hype of why it would be amazing. I can see where the manga readers might really kind of hype it up, or manhwa readers, but I don't think season 1 delivered on a caliber of Anime of the Year, especially when we're going to look at the other animes this year and see how goated they were. This year was absolutely phenomenal. When we look at some of the absolute gems that we had, just absolute cinema, just perfection, I don't think Solo Leveling is kind of with them. So as much as I think Solo Leveling season 1 was solid, I don't think it should be nominated for season of the Anime of the Year. I do think you should watch it if you haven't seen it though. Shonen kind of runs the scene, so because of that, I could see this getting nominated. But yeah, I don't think it deserves to be nominated or to win. But again, if you haven't seen it, I'd watch it. I think season 2 on is going to really kind of dominate the scene. I will say that. So that's like my, you know, positive notes. And it did surprise me. There were a lot of scenes and a lot of moments that I were completely blown away by. I'm like, yo, this anime is actually like sick. Then we also have the 4 that carried over from 2023 to 2024. Frieren was absolutely amazing. A lot of people were just bored in the beginning of it because it's a bit like slower, but I think that it was really kind of nice. It's really enjoyable. The action is slept on completely. There are some like fight scenes and some action scenes that were completely just amazing. People would see the shorts of it and be like, yo, that's Frieren.
No! Let him have it! Hey! Shoot it already! I did exactly what you told me to! You expect me to kill it myself? You can't be serious, old hag! Yeah, you're just like my master!
It's already dead.
Huh?
Like, that's Frieren. I didn't know it hits like this. It does. Frieren's really good. You should watch it.
Ara, kill yourself.
Apothecary Diaries, that's another one you should watch. The animation is stellar. It's superb. It is so good. And we're getting season 2 in 2025 of winter 2025. I'm super excited for it. I think that the animation was just absolutely flawless, makes it very easy to watch, but then also the characters are very well written. I think that they are super enjoyable.
What have you done to my girls?
No use worrying about it now. Oh good, they didn't go all the way.
And easy to like. The story is very good, very interesting, and I cannot wait to see where it goes, but there's a ton of mystery and a ton of like conspiracy within the anime, so I think it is a top anime. Do I think it would be anime of the year? No, but I wouldn't be mad if it kind of really starts to dominate and start to get into some of these categories. Would it count as a drama? If it does, I think it could get nominated, absolutely. It's so hard because we had so many amazing animes. I think Apothecary Diaries needs to get nominated for certain categories. I think it needs to be in the Anime Awards in some place or another because it was amazing. It was great. The problem is that whoever's making these nominations, I feel bad for you, bro. I'm gonna be honest. I could not decide what gets nominated, what doesn't, because there's so many that are just so good, but really good one. Undead Unlock, absolutely amazing. I have a video where I talk about Hulu originals, and I talk a lot about it in there, so if you want to check out that video, it's linked in the description below. Undead Unlock, though, highly recommend. Very good. It's an awesome anime. And then Shangri-La Frontier received a lot of hate. I don't think it deserved it. We are in season 2 right now. It got to season 2 really quick, and honestly, I think it's awesome. I think it's a really good anime, especially if you're into video games and you don't play them the way they're supposed to be played. If you play video games the way you want, you're gonna love this anime. The fight scenes are awesome. I think the story is really cool, and again, it just hits. I really enjoy it. It's something I like to kick back to and watch, and I think it's solid. All right, now Spring 2024. Spring 2024 was that guy. It hit. I don't really need to talk a lot about these. You know about a lot of these, and you probably have watched most of these. This was the most stacked season of the year by far. Seeing Demon Slayer, Kaiju number 8 premiere. That is an anime that I think should be nominated for Anime of the Year. That was one of the best premieres of the year. Phenomenal. Konosuba, again, that's always a shoo-in for Comedy Anime of the Year.
Were you perverts trying to see me doing something dirty by claiming to check on my safety?
Are you alright?
Yes, I am fine. I just forgot I had left one of my indecent magic toys on, and then
So funny, and again, delivered on such a hilarious season. We've waited a long time for this one, and it delivered. I was dying laughing. Jobless Reincarnation, the time I got reincarnated as a slime. My Hero Academia Season 7, Windbreaker premiered. Wasn't bad. Was not bad.
We hate the weak who mistakenly think they're strong.
I said let go!
Huh? If you're gonna embarrass yourself, don't do it in broad daylight.
Huh? Who the hell are you? And what's with the look, freak show? Stay out of my way!
Go-Go Loser Ranger, Mission Yozakura Family, Black Butler, and Viral Hit. Like I said, this season was absolutely stacked. A lot of phenomenal, continuances on a lot of these series, like Demon Slayer, Konosuba, Jobless Reincarnation, The Time I Got Reincarnated as a Slime, My Hero Academia, stuff like that. Black Butler. So I really don't need to go into much depth and detail with them. If you know, you know. You know what I mean? If you haven't seen them, you should check out those animes. They have a long history of just being good, and they have a huge fan bases, and they have that for a reason. They're solid animes. But Kaiju number 8 premiering this year absolutely just dominated. Kaiju 8 just delivered this year. I was seeing a lot of hype for it. I was like, what's this anime? Crunchyroll was hyping it up, having countdowns to the premiere and stuff like that. Unbelievable. Such a good anime. The animation and the style, the art style of the anime are both really good, but the characters are so good. They're so well written. They're so funny and entertaining. You just love them. You know what I mean? The plot is so interesting. I love the plot, and I love how it's such a deep and detailed story, but at the same time, it's so comedic.
My body's not listening! I don't want to be a grown man pissing in the street, Ichikawa, but I can feel it, it's gonna come out!
Come out where? Because I'm looking and the usual place isn't an option.
It's so funny. Honestly, Kaiju number 8 is kind of like one of my top picks for anime of the year. Not just nomination, but to win. And I can see this also getting a nomination for comedy anime of the year. It was very, very funny, very enjoyable to watch. I absolutely loved it. One of my favorite animes of the year by far. Like, not even close.
This reading. It's Kaiju number 8.
Mission News Family would probably be my sleeper of this list. Now, there's a lot. Viral hit, a lot of people love that. I started the anime, I don't think I finished it, but I don't think I didn't like it. I thought it was actually like really interesting and pretty good. I know it definitely got some traction and a lot of people did enjoy it. Goku Loser Ranger was another one that was great, did a video on that too. That was a solid anime, really interesting, and Windbreaker was also solid, had a lot of promise there, but Mission News Family, like, just hit for me. Like, such a good anime. Long season, long premiere season. It's on Hulu. I think it is just amazing. I feel like it has a great style to it. It's really just laid back and just so enjoyable to watch. You know, like Spy Family is. It's really interesting. It's really funny. Seriously, I cannot recommend this anime enough to people. I feel like it is completely overshadowed and slept on. What a stacked season in the spring 2024. Absolutely stacked. The most depths we have seen in a minute, but you know, that is definitely one that stood out and is really, really good. I don't think it will get any nominations just because, again, it's been completely overshadowed, so that sucks, but I can see it. Definitely though, from the season, I think Demon Slayer is kind of there, you know, for Anime of the Year nomination. Kaiju 8 should get it and has a good shot at winning, in my opinion. And there's just a lot from the season that are just awesome. Like, you should really go check out those animes if you haven't. All of them are just, they're good. They're good. Now we have summer 2024, a season that was a little on the lighter side compared to how stacked winter and spring was. Just absolutely insane anime seasons this year. Summer, again, was a little lighter, but it still delivered a lot of great animes. This season is one I tried a lot, but dropped a lot as well. There's a lot of promise there, a lot that could have been good, but it just maybe didn't interest me, maybe wasn't for me, so I ended up dropping it. Maybe there's gonna be stuff there for you, but a lot of the key animes that I think came from the season were Oshinoko Season 2. That, of course, is probably gonna get a nomination for Anime of the Year. I don't know. I have seen Season 1. I have not seen Season 2. Again, it's a High Dive exclusive, but it probably will come to Hulu for anyone who has Hulu. Oh yeah, sometimes highs are feelings in Russian. This is one that I can see definitely getting a nomination for Romance of the Year. It was really good, really funny, really entertaining. The characters are just awesome.
I merely wish to be a tool that he may handle however he sees fit.
Slow down. That's BDSM territory.
It had a huge following. I mean, I kept seeing so many clips, so many shorts, so many reels of All You Hides Are Feelings in Russian. People absolutely loved it. I thought it was pretty enjoyable. I liked it. I can 100% see this get a nomination for Romance of the Year, and I think it would be absolutely deserved. But do I think it's enough to get Romance Anime of the Year, like, and actually win it? I'm not sure. I could definitely see it getting it though, because unlike Sign of Affection, A Sign of Affection didn't have the fan base, the following that Aya does.
It was such a masculine claim. I was worried my ovaries would explode.
Oh, of course, but like, they didn't really, right?
No.
On that note, and you know I'd never want to pry, but you haven't fallen in love with my big brother or anything crazy like that, have you?
Aya just brought so many people in, everyone loved it, and it had a ton of hype and a ton of, you know, just, again, people absolutely going crazy for it. So I could see it winning. I definitely think A Sign of Affection is better and should get that vote and should get that award, but both of them great romance animes. Also, Wistoria, another anime that was absolutely insane. It really kind of hit with the animation. The animation was stunning. It's really easy to then get your attention. I thought it was absolutely, it's like Black Clover, which is why a lot of people kind of were like, I don't care for it. But I thought it was a really good story. The MC is really interesting. I like the MC. I think he's really cool. I like the way he was designed. There are some things in Black Clover that I'm like, that's kind of like, I'm not sure about that. That Wistoria then fixed, and I think that that is just done really well. I think the action was absolutely amazing. I think that it's going to have a couple of seasons. I can definitely see it. It delivered on season 1. It was awesome. Does it get a nomination for Anime of the Year though? I think it could. I definitely think it could. I don't know if it will because of some of the hate it got, but if it gets a nomination, I'm like, I'm not upset. I'm like, I could see it. It delivered as a premiere this season. It was awesome. It was incredible. Do I think it should win? Absolutely not. There was a lot of stuff that was better, but I definitely think if you do like shonen anime, you should definitely check it out. I think it was really good and it was sick. Tower of God dropped season 2. Too Many Losing Heroines, I actually thought that was kind of a sweet one. I thought Too Many Losing Heroines was really good. It is not what I expected. I thought it was like really kind of sweet, the relationship the MC had with the main girl, and it was cool. I could kind of see this getting a nomination for Romance Anime of the Year. I'm not too sure though. I don't necessarily think it should get one. It was just kind of one of those animes that were kind of just like, at first I was like, I'm not gonna watch this. I didn't watch it in summer. I actually watched it in the fall season, so it's not one that was like on my radar, but then I kept seeing clips of it. I'm like, oh, this seems pretty funny. This seems pretty wholesome. So then I started watching. I'm like, oh, this was pretty good. This was enjoyable. I'm glad I watched this. So that is definitely one I do recommend. I thought it was solid, especially in a season that didn't have a whole lot going on. And then last but not least, what brought us home, fall 2024. It was a season.
Dude, you got a death wish or something? Let go.
I want to know who started this rumor about her. FYI, dude, Momo ain't that kind of girl. Last chance.
It has been quite this season. So first of all, we have Dan to Dan, another massive premiere this year. I mean, that's the thing where I was saying, where it's like, Soul Leveling came in with a ton of hype, you know, the most anticipated premiere of this year. And when you compare it to Kaiju number 8, you compare it to Dan to Dan, you know what I mean? Like, those are two animes that I really think are, like, right there for anime of the year. This has been phenomenal. It's been so good. It's supposed to have a double season, but now it's, the second part's been moved, or the second season's been moved to, I think, June or July. But first season, amazing. So good, so funny. The action's insane. It's kind of like Kaiju 8, where it has a really good story. It kind of has some depth to the story, some seriousness to the story, but then is constantly being broken up with and reminding you. Just so hilarious.
Yeah, I'm done talking about it.
You're way too bitchy for a guy. You sure you got your peen back?
Yes, I did. And thank you again for getting it back.
I think that this was just such an amazing anime and just delivered on every ounce of hype and then some. So good. Can definitely see it winning anime of the year. It's got the fan base as well.
Dare threaten Ken? Oh, blow me. You threatened my Bakatono DVDs first.
I don't have much of an appetite. Take my...
Only losers don't have appetites when there's crab around, you jackass.
We also have ReZero dropping its season. It went on hiatus halfway through, but it was delivering on that first part. If you watch ReZero, like, you know. I think ReZero is such a great anime. Season 3 has been phenomenal so far. We have Blue Lock, boys. That was being called PNG Lock in the beginning of this. Like, it was insane. People were hating on it. People were like, nah, the animation sucks. This is what it is. Like, it's not good. Then we get to the U20 game. Oh my god, they made everyone eat their words. Everybody, the animation was flawless. The action was so good. The twists and the turns. There were so many things I thought were going to happen that just didn't. And I'm so glad it didn't, because what they did was so much better. Blue Lock delivered on the back half. Now, do I think it should get nominated for Anime of the Year? I'm not sure. Definitely one of the best sports anime of the year. It was so good. And I mean, like, the U20 game was so good that, like, if it gets nominated for Anime of the Year, I'm not upset. I can 100% see it. Blue Lock, just, you know, rough beginning of the season. And I didn't even think it was that rough, but then the second half, goated. Absolutely goated. Blue Box was another one that was really good. Again, great animation, just makes it super easy to watch, you know, super enticing. You know, it honestly just hooks your interest the second you see like a clip of it, and you're like, oh, like, whoa, what is this? This looks gorgeous. And also just checks on a lot of other boxes. It's a romance anime. I don't think it should, it's gonna get nominated, I think, for Anime Romance of the Year. But I don't necessarily think it should win. I think it has a lot about it, you know, because it's got sports involved, it's got romance involved, it's got like slice of life, you know what I mean? So it's got a lot to it, which makes it hard to kind of fit it into one category, which is also really nice. But I think it's just super enjoyable because it does each thing that it does really well. I think the romance side of it is really good, really cool, wholesome. The sports end of it is really interesting. There's some really awesome scenes, especially because he's a Batman player. So seeing that is awesome. They make Batman look so cool. Batman is sick, but like in this anime, I'm just loving it. And then also it's like very slice of life, very like comedic. I love that stuff. It's been super enjoyable. It's got an extended season. They took a week off this week, which sucked, but like it's coming back next week and I'm really excited for it. We also have Bleach, the 1,000-year blood war. Listen, I haven't seen it. I can't speak about it, but everyone's saying it's what Bleach should have been. The animation is there. The pacing is there. I'm doing my best. I'm running, trying to catch up so I can watch this. I'm doing the best I can, but listen, this is just delivered. I can easily see this getting and winning anime of the year just because it also has the legacy. Like, this is a big three. You know, it is Bleach, and it's what the Bleach fan base has been yearning for since the start. Like, they're finally getting their flowers, or getting with the animation, the pacing, they're getting the anime they deserved. So I can 100% see this winning. I can't speak on it though, haven't seen it. Well, I haven't seen 1,000-Year Blood War. I'm catching up. I'm getting there. I'm rushing. I need to watch this. Shangri-La Frontiers dropping its second season, and that was absolutely amazing as well. Yakuza Fiancé, we're doing a video on that. Yakuza Fiancé, such a good drama. Honestly, when we talk about drama animes of the year, I can definitely see this one coming up and getting a nomination. Beating Clash from the Elite would be very difficult, but it's got a shot. I'm not saying it's not going to happen. It's got a shot. I definitely think you should watch it. I think Clash from the Elite just has way too big of a fan base, so that alone is just going to make it win over Yakuza Fiancé. But I definitely think if you like drama animes, you like the suspense, the twists, the turns, the plot, the excitement of it all, Yakuza Fiancé is definitely one you should watch. Again, we're doing a video on it because it needs more attention. It was solid this season. Demon Lord 2099, awesome isekai. I think it was just so good. It completely blew me away. I was like, what is this? I'm like, I saw a clip or two. I'm like, let's check it out. So glad I did. I'm hooked. I absolutely love this. If you like isekai animes, watch Demon Lord 2099, or like fantasy animes. It's really good. It's really funny. So enjoyable. And then The Most Notorious Talker runs the world's greatest clan. Have not seen it. It's on the watch list. It looks pretty good. Got some good reviews. So I am going to get to it hopefully before 2025 starts. Tomorrow. So it looks good. I am going to be watching it. But yeah, fall 2024. It wasn't the largest season. It wasn't the smallest, but it had some of the heaviest hitters. So I definitely recommend checking out all the anime I mentioned. They are just so good. Fall 2024 is probably most definitely my favorite season of the year. But listen guys, that is it. 2024 absolutely dominated when it came to anime, and looking at 2025, I'm really excited. It looks like we might even have a better year than we did this year, which would be absolutely insane. This year was absolutely incredible. You should check out a lot of these animes, or at least look into them if you haven't seen them. They all really delivered and were really good. I cannot wait for the anime awards. Listen, we're going to be doing a ton of videos on the anime awards. It's going to be a ton of fun, so keep an eye out for that if you're interested. We also have an anime podcast that drops every Tuesday where we talk about like the best animes or the biggest animes from each season as they come out each season. So if you want to just hang out, talk about anime, go check that out as well. 2024 delivered. So grateful. So many amazing animes, and I love them all. Whoever isn't doing the nominations and doing the awards, good luck. Good luck. It's going to be a tough one, but I hope you guys enjoyed. And that is it. Let me know in the comments down below, what was your favorite anime from 2024? That is it, guys. Hope you guys enjoyed it, and peace.